everyone, and welcome back to UBAF Unapologetically Black and Fast 2024. We are celebrating Black speedrunning excellence, and I have got an awesome section for you all today. We are going to be taking a look at Kirby Superstar Any Percent by GlitchAston. GlitchAston, take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is GlitchAston. We're going to be running Kirby Superstar Any Percent tonight. My commentator would like to introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, it is I, your local dark magician Shindomino, returning, and today, while I am not a Kirby specialist, I will be functioning as your emotional support magician.
Yeah. So we actually have a lot to cover like right off the bat, so I'm actually just going to jump straight into this. I'm just going to reset. Alright, file cleared, so let's just jump into this. Run starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so off the bat, we're going to be going to Great Cave Offensive, which is the first game that we're going to be doing. The main reason for that is that there's a pretty hard mix right off the bat, so we're actually just going to go with this one first. Mixes are a 4-frame trick to get the ability you want. You just inhale 2 abilities at the same time, and a mix wheel begins. Luckily in this game, the mix wheel is pretty much static, so as long as you know where you are on the wheel, you can time whatever ability you want. So give me 1 sec. Nice.
Keep rolling.
So we want to mix wheel there, as this is going to be the ability that we use for pretty much all of Great Cave Offensive. And we're actually going to be using it to spawn a partner here. Everyone say hi to Wheelie Rider, the actual partner that we're going to be using for the rest of Great Cave Offensive. Wheelie Rider is pretty fast and also allows us to do some pretty interesting strats like right here with Bonkers. We can partner bounce off Wheelie and instantly kill it and get Hammer. The main reason for that is because Bonkers is actually really weak at the underside of him. Well, actually pretty much every mini-boss is weak at the underside of them. So as long as we basically do an attack underneath them, they one-shot kill. And with that, we pretty much have Hammer, which is what we're going to be using for the boss after this. But right now, we have the first boss here, which is Fatty Whale. Unfortunately, he did not give me the good parry here, but that's fine. You want to see the orb attack and not the Fatty Flop, as we like to call it. But I'm just going to do this, and oh, do that. Okay, good. And just like that, the first part is done. Just gonna go to here, and we're just gonna go to this tunnel section. At the end of each portion, there's this little minecart section that would just use a wheelie on. So I'll just take the time to explain how Kirby Superstar works. There's 8 games in total, and we're going to be going through 4 of them tonight. We're gonna be going through Great Cave Offensive, Dino Blade, Revenge of Manly, and Milky Way Wishes. And we're time stops when we buy marks at the end. But right here is basically just some movement. Just gonna go up here.
Aston, is there a lot of experimentation on what combinations for copy abilities to use for this?
So we're actually gonna be using roughly 3. The main reason is that a lot of these are actually very strong and very fast. So we're pretty much only stick to 3 with this run. Oh, thank you, RNG. So this is Battle Windows. Battle Windows is kind of a meme in the community where it's basically the RNG check. You get good RNG and get bad RNG. Right now I'm getting really bad RNG. You want them to pretty much fall down and attack like this. And you also need to be careful with Wheelie, because Wheelie can also mess things up right there and score in extra hits that you don't want. Let's have that. That's pretty much the end of that fight.
Kirby's it's hammer time.
It is hammer time. That's pretty much the main reason why we pick up hammer at the beginning, because it makes that boss a lot easier. All the routes use Jet, which we'll be using a bit later on, but hammer is much easier and faster. Right now we have the hard part here. And that was a hard part.
Smooth my groove.
You basically just skip the entire old castle because you don't need to collect these chests, which is basically the big gimmick of Great Cave Offensive here.
That was the hard part. You made it look so easy.
I know. I was swaying that entire time.
Professional.
Anyway, we're at the last section of Great Cave Offensive. This is, I think it's called a garden. We're not collecting any chests, so we basically just go to the boss immediately. The cool thing about Great Cave Offensive is that it's pretty open. Okay. Avoid these springs, go down these platforms, and accidentally mess up there. Okay, that's fine.
Is there a reason to do Great Cave Offensive first versus the other modes?
Yes, so that mix at the beginning is actually really tricky and is the hardest to mix in the run. I messed it up. This is Wham Bam Rock, who's a little bit tricky, but I messed it up. I didn't get it. Okay, so that's unfortunate. You typically want to kill Wham Bam Rock before the fourth hand appears because he goes to that really long attack that takes like roughly 5 to 10 seconds. But unfortunately I didn't get it, but that's fine. There's actually a little bit of a glitch that I could do with the hands there, but I don't have the correct ability to do it, so it's fine. But instead of that, that's pretty much the end of Great Cave here. Coming up next is actually Dino Blade, which has another mix that we're going to be doing. And this mix, for some reason, gives me a lot of trouble, so I'm actually going to focus when I get to it.
Okay. I actually like Dino Blade a lot. I just played that yesterday, in fact.
Yeah, Dino Blade's a really cool character that unfortunately we don't get to see a lot in the Kirby series. Really only this game and Air Rider, funny enough. So just gonna go down here, and this is the room with the mix. So I'm just gonna focus for one quick second. And hope I also get Gargi with this wall view, which I actually did. Nice.
Domino, do you have a favorite copy ability?
All right, so I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. The only Kirby games that I have played have been with Kirby 64 and Nightmare and Dreamland. Now I played a lot of Kirby 64. Now my favorite copy ability there is the dual bladed lightning lightsaber. That's as far as it goes. I know Kirby has like a million abilities, but I think my favorite ability is Kirby's black hole stomach.
Oh, the black hole stomach is amazing.
Can you imagine walking in the Golden Corral? Yeah, I'm good. Just leave.
Yo.
Like, tell all your cooks they're putting in overtime today.
It's so true. I think that's my IRL special power, you know.
Oh, I definitely have a black hole in my stomach as well.
Oh, that was fast. Oh, so you kind of skipped that ending part.
One.
Yeah.
Here we actually have a really cool trick coming up, so hopefully I can get this as well. We're going to be flipping through the wall right here. Better get this set up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I messed up. Okay, that's fine. I can do that.
I love that you could have a helper in this game. That's one of my favorite parts. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like one of the 3 Kirby games that you can actually have a helper in. Pretty cool, I actually got it. So you can clip onto this wall right here, and it skips the auto scroller, which is like saves 45 seconds right there.
That is a cool trick.
Yeah, so the main reason why that works is because the hitbox with Kirby and the partners is actually really weird at times. So you actually clip through certain walls with it when the partner is actually holding onto your legs. You'll find out this run, during this run, that Kirby Superstar is built on tape and a dream, because this game is very drink.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's very unstable at times. You'll definitely see like a lot of dumb things happen at points.
Oh, Kirby's little dance always gets me at the end.
Very cute.
It's a happy jig.
Yeah.
We are flying, quite literally.
Yep.
We're flying through this game.
So I never actually pointed out, but we actually have Jet now, which is the ability that we're pretty much going to be using for 90% of this run right now. Is the fastest ability, and it's also very strong with its attacks as well.
Nice. I love how the copy abilities each have multiple like modes and attacks. Like if you use a directional button or if you hold it down, like there's so many different things each copy ability can do.
Right.
Yeah, this is actually the first game that actually included that. Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so this is actually the first game that does a lot of things in the series that becomes tradition. It's the first game that has a health bar, like the standard like health bar right here. It's the first game that has the ability hats. It's also the first game that has the multi-move movement sets.
Ah, maybe that's why so many people hold this game dear. Like it's a classic. Everybody loves this game.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Kirby games, even if it's a bit unruly at times. This and its remake, which is also a really good game.
So I was yesterday years old when I found out this was on Switch, and I've actually scooped it. So I'm gonna be playing it during my
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Switch Online, yeah.
Is actually the version that I'm actually using right now because it's the easiest to practice with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. You know what always confused me?
So here we have Candy Mountain, which is ironically one of my least favorite stages of this game because I always lose runs here. And you'll see at the very end why. But right now we're just going to do some tricky movement. There's a cool strat that you can do on the right here where you can actually skip this invincibility candy, but I'm just going to take it safe and use it. We're just going to go to here, and we're going to go through this room, which I absolutely hate. This is the attack room. If attack takes your ability and goes off screen, you lose the ability forever. And you don't want that to happen because you actually need it for the last room here. Just after this one. This one is basically just a movement.
Yeah, because those bomb-looking enemies can take your ability too.
Yeah. This is the room that I was talking about, where I messed up immediately. Good job, me. So we're skipping over, I guess, 2 more mini bosses right here. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay, good. Typically you're supposed to skip over all 3 of those mini bosses right there, but I messed up the first one. I never actually mentioned it, but the way that mini bosses work is that they only spawn when you enter the square that they're in. So as long as you basically go over them, you never trigger them. And we're actually maybe doing it at least one more time before the end of this run. Anyway, here's Dynablade. Dynablade is a bit annoying because you actually have to grab the star that spawns after she lands. And sometimes it'd be a bit finicky, so let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I figured. And that's not good.
Okay, you got it back.
Okay, it's funny that happened because I can actually missing this badly.
This is a tricky battle, for sure.
Okay, there we go. That's the suplets. There we go. And we reset at the end of this stage because it saves a little bit of time watching that cutscene.
I was going to say, because doesn't Kirby push... He pushes the baby birds to the tree after that.
Yep. Yeah. That's simply how that cutscene goes. But what's funny is you can actually skip that cutscene before they get to the tree, and it just looks like Kirby just pushed it off a ledge.
That's what I literally... yesterday when I saw it, I literally thought that's what Kirby was going to do, and I kind of mini panicked.
Yeah, it's kind of funny in the speedrun when you're watching that cutscene. Okay, nice. That mix is also pretty tricky to get. I actually went for a safer strat where you wait for both of them to line up. But it's actually one of the easier mixes in the game. It's the second ability, I believe, that you aim for right there. And one last thing that I'll probably mention, because it actually happened to me during that Dynablade fight, is you saw my ability star being knocked out. Fun fact, that's a 1 in 8 chance of that happening with every enemy, with the exception of Fire and Gordos. So throughout this run, I have to be very careful that I don't randomly hit enemies and let that happen, because if that happens and I lose the ability, it's gonna be very bad. I basically have to make things up on the fly.
This part of the game always gives me so much trouble. I feel like the bosses are tough in this one.
Yeah, this is actually probably one of the hardest sub-games in my opinion. Benjamin is definitely a run killer, per se.
Yeah.
But this is thankfully a water stage, so there's not really much going on. As a matter of fact, we actually have an All-This Relic coming up in a few. I'm glad I did not lose Chet there.
Yeah.
Essentially very bored. I don't lose jet for a few here because it wasted so much time trying to back it up. So yeah, pause, bro. How's everyone day?
Domino, after seeing this, would you play this game now? Since you said you haven't played it?
Oh yeah, I have it, and I got at the Switch, so like I was actually playing a little bit of it earlier.
Nice.
Yeah, so I love like janky games with crazy like movement. It's something about going fast. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. This Kirby game is awesome. Kirby Air Ride, Kirby the Nintendo 64 one, and all the DS ones and Game Boy ones. They're all so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are a lot of Kirby games that are just really fun.
It's actually funny. So like I played a lot of Kirby 64. Cause I still have the cartridge on N64. I recognize some of these stages and I recognize some of these enemies. I'm like, oh,
Because a lot of them actually return in different games.
Yeah. When I was in Tokyo, I got the chance to go to the Kirby Cafe. That was really awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
It just looks cool.
Wait, where's the Kirby Cafe?
It was in Tokyo.
Okay, so I was there in 2019. I spent a lot of time in Shibuya and Harajuku. But I didn't know it was the Kirby Cafe.
Yeah, it was by the Sky Tree. And you had to like either get reservations or like get there really, really early because tickets went fast.
Gotcha. I think my highlight of the trip was going to the Final Fantasy 14 restaurant.
Oh, nice.
I've always wanted to go to Kirby Cafe and the Pokemon Center that's there.
Yeah, the food was so good. My food looked like one of those little the tree, and it was really tasty. And the drinks were really good too. And they had like like the little Kirby lollipops, all the different like Kirby food, and you could play with all kinds of Kirby toys while you were waiting for your food. It was really cool.
I'm kind of glad that something did happen. Last night while I was practicing, I actually lost jet here. It was very unfortunate.
I didn't know you could
do that. It's very important
that.
that we don't lose jet before this stage here, because this stage is kind of a pain. This is fourth stage here. It's really noxious beginning with the enemies here and the being inputs.
Yeah, this looks tough. You got to do some precise movements here.
Yeah, and I also have to worry about this game lagging and inputs at times, so. Okay, good. We skip over a bit of an enemy rush right there.
I also love how this part of the game has those like character profile pictures when they talk.
Oh yeah, there's actually some really funny dialogue in the English version here, which unfortunately we won't be able to see. I'm writing in Japanese. Gonna kill that boss right there. Use that corpse to hit this one. And just dash it right here. Yeah, what I like to call cancelled cannon, because this one's a bit of a pain. Its actual name is combo cannon, but I just like saying cancelled cannon. Cool, actually went pretty smoothly. If we did lose jet before, this is actually where we get jet back.
Nice.
So I'm always glad that we didn't. Well, it's a good thing that I lost my ability there, because now I can show off that we can get jet there. Nice. Right up. I guess I haven't pointed it out yet since I was talking about the dialogue. The main reason why we play on Japanese is that there's a few glitches that are in the Japanese version that we can use as a backup just in case, but the main reason is that we save roughly 15 seconds with the dialogue here. This is the big game why we played the Japanese version instead of the English version. Oh, I messed it up. You can actually skip this mini boss, but I mean, it really messed it up, but that's fine. This Frosty here has like no health.
I really want
I
to
feel
say
like
that.
that's a
That's fine.
nice.
Hold left here because he literally saves 1 frame.
It always.
I'm gonna take this part a little bit safe because this part actually eats a lot of inputs for some reason. So, we're good.
Zooming
that's
through
fine.
this so fast. It's awesome.
Yeah, as soon as you know, we were pretty much gonna be done with this soap game. Jet is there's the main reason why Jet just is the best ability in this game right now.
I see.
But I said that this is pretty much an all scroller until we get to the actual fight.
Also, chat, I want to remind you that your subs, gift subs, Prime Gaming subs, and the bits, they all help to support Games Done Quick, Hotfix, and all the shows that we put on throughout the year, just like UBAF. So don't forget to drop that Prime sub if you have it.
This is Heavy Lobster. Heavy Lobster gave me this pattern, but that's fine. There's actually 3 patterns that Heavy Lobster could give you. And Heavy Lobster didn't use fire, which is something that could also happen. It's kind of pain. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, that's fine. If you time your ability... If you time pressing A there, you can actually get rid of the ability at... ability before the screen fades, but it's fine. I'll just... I guess I won't be getting rid of the partner because it went under the platform. So I could just do it here.
Oh,
We're
nice.
actually getting rid of Jet here because we're actually going to pick up the next ability that we're using for this run. We're going to be picking up Plasma because Plasma is absolutely insane how it works in this game. So the more you charge it, the more damage that it'll do. But because this game is this game, you can actually just do diagonals and it will charge twice as fast.
Oh.
Wow.
So for these next few, I'm basically just mashing the D-pad up right to down left to get the fastest possible charge that I can. And it's important that I actually don't lose Plasma because we need it for the boss fight after this.
So you're charging upright to down left, so a reverse flash kick, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I need to shoot laser. This is Reactor. Reactor's kind of a pain. I missed the shot. Okay. Reactor's a pain because the only thing that actually hurts it is the lasers that come down. It's kind of a pain to line these up at times. Wow, okay. Reactor's being kind of a pain right now.
Can you have a helper in this section of the game?
So you can spawn a helper by just pressing A, but you typically don't because it's just faster to be normal Kirby. Matter of fact, we probably won't be spawning a partner. Actually, no, we'll be spawning at least one more partner.
That's interesting. I would have thought a partner
really
would have made
hope
it to go faster.
Unfortunately, no. The only good partner is actually the wheelie rider that we used right at the beginning, but... yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no other really good party member that's really helpful. And of course, the jet partner to clip through the wall, but that's basically it. Anyway, another Oscar. Luckily, this is like the last big one before we pretty much go on go mode for a bit.
So this is the one where you have to fight Meta Knight.
Yep. The actual plot is like Meta Knight's really annoyed by how boring the days are in Dreamland, so he's taking it over or something like that. Yeah, all these subgames actually have like legit stories, is that we don't actually see them because we're just speeding through them.
That is so funny. Imagine causing trouble just because you're like bored.
Yeah,
I mean,
that seems like a min, I think. Awesome.
have we not all been guilty of stirring the pot and being a messy Betty at some point?
Very true.
Yeah.
I've watched enough Real Housewives to know how to do it in professional.
So we're gonna spawn a partner here. We're gonna grab sword. Sword's terrible. We're not using it. We're gonna get rid of a partner and impale the ability back.
Okay.
Nice. Oh,
It's just fast to use plasma for this fight.
Yeah.
This is Meta Knight. Meta Knight's actually gonna be decent RNG. Wow. Basically stood still for that.
Nice.
The entire fight. Wow.
That was good. That was really good.
I'm gonna do something stupid here. I'm gonna spawn my partner as the screen fades because it does something very stupid that you'll probably see in a quick second. Just pay attention to the sprite that's about to show up. Looks pretty messed up, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for some reason, if you spawn your partner, like, as that fight ends, it messes up that cutscene right there, and also no music plays here for a bit. So you're basically just escaping in silence.
Wow.
But luckily, the music actually just kicked back in after a bit.
That's funny.
Just another wonderful random KSS moment.
Every time I see Meta Knight, I get PTSD flashbacks to Project M days.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it.
Everybody who's played, like, Project M and Brawl probably really afraid of Meta Knight.
Yep. Meta Knight and Sonic just, You play who? Sonic? Nah, I'm good.
Anyway, final sub-game here. This is Milky Way Wishes. Milky Way Wishes is a bit of a roller coaster because at the very least, you don't have to worry about your ability being knocked out because we have these ability statues that we're going to be picking up, which allows us to keep the ability as long as we just collect them and then we can choose them whenever we want. The first one that we're picking up, of course, is Jet because it's the fastest ability. But we're also going to be picking up Plasma and Hammer later on because they're basically the boss killers. The good thing about Milky Way Wish is that you can actually go these plans through any order. You can do that door. So we could go to Sky High pretty much immediately and grab the ability that we want.
That is the boss that always gives me the most trouble.
Yeah. What's funny is we actually only see Krakow for one time during this run. And we reset the end of every Milky Way stages because it saves a little bit of time from watching the cutscene. Next up is Hot Beat. For some reason we call it Pizza Hut, but I like to call it Hot Garbage.
Yo.
Sorry, not throwing shade at Pizza Hut, but it's still pretty hot garbage. Anyway, so it's a bit of a tricky plan because there's all this fire here, and again, fire is basically a 1-2 chance of losing your ability, and it's a bit of a pain if it happens. It's also some really obnoxious movement at points because these minecarts. Yeah, this is a really fun room that I'm about to do here. Charge here. Through to here. We're gonna bonk off this fire block. So we can do a jet spring and then go into these cannons. Mess up these cannons, okay. I'm gonna jump into the fire, nice.
Yeah, this looks like so much fun because it moves fast.
It really does.
Yeah.
Like, especially once you get what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say that was Chameleon Arm, there we go. I almost said Sting Chameleon from Mega Man X. Yeah, he has the chance of being certain colors. He was yellow there.
Ah. That's cool.
What in the Pokemon is this?
Yeah. I forgot how many colors he could be, but we actually got yellow. I was actually gonna guess blue, because blue is actually the one that colors that he could be. Oh, wait, that's something over here. That's fine.
Yo, shout out to the awesome Kirby soundtrack. I always love the music in these games.
Yeah, the OST in this game is actually really cool. Yeah, like the invincibility cane right there allows us to pretty much go through the underside of this.
Ooh.
Just gonna hit the switch from the other side. Then we have this pretty interesting room here where we're actually gonna kill. Oh, I forgot to do gesturing there. We're actually gonna kill 2 mini bosses here.
Yo, looks like we got a hype train in the chat. Let's keep it going. Choo choo.
Another
Oh,
one.
nice.
All aboard.
Another one. Another
one.
Another one. Nice, I got both of them. Those mini boss kills are actually a little bit tricky to get. What they get? We have another heavy lobster fight. Another gimmick of Milky Way, which is that we're pretty much refighting all the bosses from all the sub games.
Everyone gets a salty run back.
Yep. And then we reset the end.
You know what scares me? Kirby has no nose.
What?
That's a revelation I didn't notice until now, and I'm not sure how to feel about that.
I
Kirby has
never
no
thought about
nose.
that.
Does Kirby not smell food?
I don't think Kirby can smell it because it's already been eaten and sent to the void of the stomach.
That's true.
That is very true. I didn't think about that. Anyway, this is Cavios. Another really obnoxious planet because it's basically a bunch of mini boss kills. But we're also going to be picking up the final ability here, which is Hammer, after we get this quick mini boss kill over here. Nice. We get Hammer and just like that jet. Finally, we're killing Bugsy right here. Nice, I actually got all 4 of those mini boss kills. I was actually struggling with that earlier, so kind of glad I got those.
Yeah, looks like they're
And then,
difficult to do.
yeah, I actually didn't mention this, but depending on the boss, it actually spawns lower to the ground, which makes it a little bit harder. Bonkers and Bugsy specifically is kind of a pain to do. Anyway, another Wham Bam fight. Luckily, we have Plasma. If I were to fail the 4 hands here, like I did in the beginning, we could actually hit Wham Bam from off screen. The hand hitbox is actually still to the left of the screen for some reason. Again, another one of KSS wonderful moments of it being built with tape and a dream. This is Aqualus, the water planet. That's not Jet. I almost said Aquafina, but I think that's the water, not the like, water ball brand. But it's basically just another slow water planet.
Just casually swimming with no form of oxygen.
Yeah, because Kirby has no nose.
Yeah. Remember?
So,
Yeah.
So who would win in a race, Kirby or Michael Phelps?
Good question.
Ooh. That's a tough one. But I have to give it to Kirby.
Yeah.
Kirby doesn't have to worry about oxygen.
Always count on Kirby, that's for sure.
Kirby will never let me down.
See, I wish I knew Kirby when I was a kid. Like, hey, eat my vegetables, please.
For real. Get us all out of trouble.
Right.
This is a little water maze right here, but we could basically just take the fastest path right there.
That was always the hardest thing I had to like understand about Kirby games is that there's multiple pathways, so I always got lost.
Yeah, especially in that one. Kind of tricky to find the right path. Fortunately, Fattyville didn't give me the correct pattern there. But that's fine. Okay, another reset. Coming up here we have Floria, but fun fact, it's literally one letter off from Florida. So I've always called this plant Florida. I went through the door again. That's not good. The main gimmick of Floria is that there's 4 different stages that you can just switch between, but I know the correct path right through all this, so we're just gonna go through this. You're technically supposed to go through the first door 2 times, the second door 1 time, and the last door 3 times. But that's Floria right there. Almost Florida again.
Wow.
And coming up here, we have the final subgame, which is the final subgame. Here we have the final planet, which is Half Moon, which is probably the hardest part of the run right here.
This is the hardest
There's
part of the whole run. Gotcha.
Yeah, a hard part in the run is already kind of hard. A lot of tricky movement, a lot of things that could pretty much kill your run. And an RNG boss at the very end, too.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Half Moon's kind of a infamous planet for runners.
So the last boss is RNG Jesus themselves making an appearance.
Yep. The name of the boss is actually Battle Windows, so we like to say that's Windows Vista or Windows like 8.1.
I heard that subs and bits make good RNG happen, so
Yeah, I saw it early in this marathon, so let's get those bits and stuff in.
Yeah.
I need that RNG.
Yeah, we need that RNG.
Everyone, please give Aston your RNG.
Your RNG energy.
Right.
Let's see if I can get this. Oh, I didn't.
I'll catch every red light for a week just to make sure you have the best RNG.
Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, you can actually kill both of them with the super jump right there, but I didn't get it. That's fine. Here's the final section. Okay, that's fair.
Oh my gosh. I would be so nervous. Like, I'm gonna go make a wrong turn or something.
Right.
Yeah. There's actually a bunch of different, like, open paths that you can take through there so you get different abilities. But I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, RNG boss.
Camera time.
Let's go.
Gonna go for a quick kill on the night here. Nice. You can do a hammer flip and then immediately throw the hammer immediately afterward.
Charizard, it's you.
And then there's a Red Dragon. Red Dragon, don't give me bad RNG. Red Dragon actually give me good RNG. Nice.
See, it works. It works. Chat's giving us the
telling you,
good
it works.
RNG with the bit.
Yes, thank you, chat. Thank you, thank you.
I like that concept of the window boss. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's actually some really funny dialogue if you're actually playing the English version.
Very fourth wall break.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're pretty much wrapping up this run right now. This is Nova that we're going to. This is basically your mandatory shooter section in the Kirby game.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I really should note this because this is actually something that's happened recently in the KSS community. There's actually been a new manip that's been found for this portion of the game. You can actually get good RNG for marks if you actually kill a certain amount of enemies here and certain like stuff.
I was gonna
I'm
ask.
not really that good at it. It's actually only good if you go for a certain route through Milky Way wishes, which involves skipping plasma and just keeping hammer and jet. But I opt not to do that because it's actually a lot trickier for certain portions. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for plasma mashing. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
It must be so exciting when new tech is found, like for a speed run.
Yeah, I actually need to give major shouts to both Nippo and Dark Ray Loop because they actually both worked on that nip and it's actually insane. Both of them are really good Kirby runners. Anyway, this is the Heart of Nova. We're gonna kill 4 of these nodes. We're gonna get these 2 right here. We're gonna kill the 7th one, the 8th one. When you kill the 7th one, it's gonna loop back, so we can kill this one and kill this one for a fast Nova fight.
The urge to play.
And just like that, run the final boss.
Oh my.
Oh.
Time's gonna be coming up on the final hit marks. Just gonna select plasma again. And hope I don't slide, because you could do that. Guess who slid? Guess who lost plasma?
Oh no.
Okay, where? Is that enough damage? I don't think that is. I think it's gonna go slow pattern. Oh, no, it wasn't. Wow, I'm missing all my shots. And...
Oh, GG, that was awesome.
Nice. What was the final time of that?
The final time, oh yeah, let's see here. I am 3940,
nice.
3940,
Under
awesome.
support.
We love to hear it.
I was actually really hoping for a sub 40 for this, so that's actually really cool.
Nice, good job. GlitchAston and Domino, do you all have any last things you want to say before we transition out of the run? And also, GG, y'all did an amazing job. Thank you so much for being here.
Just quick shoutouts. Major shoutouts to Kirby Spearring Discord, because I would not be able to run this game at this level if it wasn't for them. Again, Domino, thank you for commentating my run.
Oh, anytime. Thank you for having me. It was great to sit in and actually like observe and get to ask questions and take little notes here and there for when I start practicing.
Yeah. And thank you, UBAF, for allowing me to actually do this. It's actually my first time running this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, GlitchAston, for that incredible Kirby Superstar any percent run. Everybody, chat, please, claps in the chat for that amazing speed run. And thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of UBAF, Unapologetically Black and Fast. We are going to take a short break. We're going to take a short break and set up for our next run. But don't forget, if you missed out on any of our shows or events, be sure to check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. We are so happy to have you all here. Exclamation UBAF in the chat for the schedule so you can see all the upcoming runs. We are going to take a short break right now and set up. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go away.